From Hollywood, California, where love is real, at least that's what the movies tell us, it's the Josh Macuga Show! Tonight, Josh's soon-to-be wife, Amanda Gordon, and special guests, Ken Napzok and Mark Ellis. Now your host, the guy who said he'd never get married, it's Josh Macuga!
All right, welcome back to the Josh Macuga Show. We have an unbelievably special episode tonight. It's our Valentine's Day special. Now, it's 2 days after Valentine's Day, but when you're engaged, I guess you just keep celebrating this holiday. Who knows? You, the fans, have been asking, when are you going to get your fiancé on the show? When are you going to get your fiancé on the show? Well, we didn't get her on the show, but we did get Mark Ellis and Ken Napzok.
Hey!
Woo! Woo!
Happy Valentine's Day to you, ladies. Huh?
Listen,
Yeah,
I'll tell you
absolutely.
what, this is the hottest video on YouTube right now. This is legit.
This is crushing. I came dressed for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I mean, my God, you guys look good.
Ken, you look great. Josh, you look like your normal specialty. I look like a dad in an airport. This is the look I was going for. Kids, where's do we get everybody?
This is my favorite dad move at the airport. Hun? Hun?
You look sharp, though. You look like you're applying for an Applebee's manager job. I hope I get this.
See Mark over there? He's got a great smile. 27 pieces of flair.
Part of me wants to retire from all of this fame just to move home to Virginia and see how far I could get up the Applebee's corporate ladder. I think I could make it from Williamsburg, Virginia to Richmond, Virginia.
Wait, let's race. I'll go back to Pismo Beach.
I go to Pittsburgh.
There's an Applebee's there.
Yeah, I don't hate this idea at all.
You go to your hometown. You go to Pittsburgh.
Okay, here's what I'm predicting.
Give it 5 years.
In 5 years, we all are at corporate headquarters in Chicago being like, we should have just stayed in LA.
I think we would be celebrating. I think I can literally donate 5 years of my life to this plan.
To an Applebee's plan?
Ken, there's an issue though.
What's that?
And I think you know what the issue is that one of us is not going to be able to make that decision on their own anymore. Now
right.
we're going to have to borrow Josh's 5 years because he is officially betrothed. I heard the news today.
Well, I'm engaged.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, it's something.
That was a horrible way for us to. Yeah, no, we're happy about
I'm
this.
kidding.
Yeah.
No, it's well, I mean, Ken knows, Mark knows.
That was like you just came out as an alcoholic. Like, so do you want to talk about it or no? Yeah.
No, it's. I mean, I've said it on Schmoes multiple times. I've said it on the Comedy Store porch many a time. I've said it on the Napzok Files.
Yeah.
I've said it on this show, whether Between the Sheets or actually the Josh Macuga Show started after. Right before I met Amanda, so it was like somewhere in the middle of like I was watching his.
We should have known that sea change in the show.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it was? I started doing Between the Sheets, and then Amanda wanted to. We were talking about moving in together. She's like, "I'm not living in an apartment where lights are hanging and curtains are hanging all the time." And I was like, "Shit!" So I changed the name of the show, rebuilt the set, and then Amanda moved in, and it was like that was the thing.
That's a good adult compromising love thing to do.
For sure.
I mean, at least you got to keep all your Bo Jackson posters.
Nah, I didn't get to keep those. None of those are still here. And then, I obviously, it's weird to think that I was always so anti-marriage. And I was so anti, and then just some girl comes along and she just like bores in your ear hole. Like she's like this. And she's like, hey, I'm better than everything else you've ever had.
Is it bore? Is it like, was that Star Trek 2 where the thing goes into like Chekhov's ear?
Yeah.
And just buries us in there?
See, I was thinking it was, you guys are describing a horror film is what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of locust or bug that gets in you. See, what I think it is it's like 1982's The Thing. Where you see somebody and you're like, oh, that's a human being right there.
Yeah.
That's a human being I can get behind, but they might be an alien.
Which one in the scenario is Wilford Brimley? Which one?
Well, it's hard because I've always looked at Josh as this generation's Kurt Russell.
That's true.
So by definition, I think
floppy
Amanda would
hat.
have to be Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing.
No, that's actually a good thing.
No.
She is pro-diabetes.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
Josh, I don't know if you've seen the commercials. Wilford Brimley is not pro-diabetes. He doesn't ride up on a horse and be like, I hope you get diabetes.
Was there really? Take me through this magic moment. Take me through when the birds chirped and the clouds parted, and you were like, okay.
It's time I propose. Or it's time that I settle down, or it's time that this is the one.
What was the because you and Amanda had been together for an amount of time, and then before you actually did the proposal, because no guy really cares how you did it. You got down on one knee, right. you totally emasculated yourself, which is what you all have to do eventually. Yeah. Before that moment, what was the decision process like to say, I'm going to ask this human being or alien, we don't know, to marry me?
Ah, man. Well,
imagine he's like one of those swamp boats in the Florida Everglades going through his memories of love, like.
What was that? What was that? Just keep going. Just keep going.
I dated girls before, and I was like,
you could say that.
Yeah. We've read the trades.
And so I don't know. Somehow I can't really put my finger on it, but I think there was like one morning I just woke up. And I rolled over, and she was sleeping there, and I was like, I could spend the rest of my life doing this.
I'm glad it ended that way, because I thought it was going to be, I rolled over, the street sweeper was coming by, and I figured, now might be the time.
I think, I legitimately think there were points where I was like blacked out 4 nights in a row during like a week. Like not like a weekend, like it wasn't like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
like business
Sunday.
Hours.
Yeah, like Monday through Thursday, and I was like, well, here comes the weekend. Better keep the bender going. And I was like, I'm like 33. Like this is really getting ugly.
It's a weird dichotomy. It's exciting at first to be drinking on a school night.
Yeah.
And then to wake up during school hours and to be hungover, and then to realize I haven't been in school in 15 years.
Or Josh's case, in the cafeteria at school.
How'd I get here?
Wait, I teach how many classes?
With one of those sausage patties hanging from half his mouth. And a boxed milk.
Yeah, I need a boxed milk and a brown mule ice cream bar to get me through this day.
But I guess maybe my question to you guys is, I know I said it all the time, but was there something in the back of your mind that like maybe this would happen, or that...
When I told my mother that you got engaged, and she doesn't know who you are, she cried. She cried just because she could tell in the tone of my voice that I was like, I don't know how this happened before me, Mom. I don't know. I had faith. You never know. Look, I don't want to get married either, but at some point someone could walk through the door and you're like, like I said, the clouds part, the birds chirp, squirrels are running by winking at you. Like, it can happen.
Yeah. Are you happy for me? Are you concerned for me? Do you have any advice for me?
Happy for you, concerned for Amanda, I think is the general vibe in the room. We're very excited about you. Amanda, I think, made the not incorrect decision, but it was a bit of a risk. And I only say that because you were the guy that was like, oh, I just don't want to get married. You and I had so many conversations that we no longer remember about marriage and about what the pitfalls could be. But there was always a look in your eye. There was always a glimmer in your eye that said that you could tell you weren't lying, but there was somebody inside there that was like, I'm not sure about that. It was like 12 Angry Men.
By the end of
In 12 Angry Men, it's everybody pretty much agrees that this person is guilty. Then one person kind of speaks up and is like, let's talk about this. I could see that person in your brain.
And then my 12 Angry Men start like 11 Angry Men, 11 Angry Men.
Fun fact, I only have 5 in my head. Most people have 12.
This is starting 5 at the Wake Forest, 1999.
I mean, am I happy for you? I'm happy for you. I'm a spiritual man, so I think sometimes God sends an anchor to make sure a ship doesn't crash into a shore. And I think that's kind of what happened with you. And I'm happy for you.
This got 700 club real quick. That was
Pat Robertson over, everybody. Man, I wish Ken still had the ponytail. I could take him way more serious when he said that.
No, that was very nice, Ken. It was nice of you to not make fun of your friend.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should go to break real quick. Because there are going to be multiple breaks in this episode. We have a lot of special things planned. Because the guest of honor of this evening's Valentine's Day episode is on her way here right now.
Ken's mom.
Ken's mom.
She's going to meet you for the first time.
Crying on her way up.
Sorry, Mom.
She's all the way from San Luis Obispo. Ken's mom!
Is she?
No.
She got lost.
No, she didn't.
Tell her I'm still a virgin.
I won't have to lie.
We're going to get a word from our sponsor, which who knows who it is these days. And we'll be right back. Hey, Josh Macuga Show fans. When I go out, I never know what hat to wear. Like, am I supposed to wear this hat? I don't know, this doesn't look right. Like, am I supposed to wear this hat? Psh, I don't think so. Am I a 20s gangster or a newsie? Doesn't really make sense. What about this hat? It's California, and I'm not Russian. You know, when I go out, I don't like to wear hats, I like to drink them. Like Magic Hat. Magic Hat beer. It's not a hat, it's beer. All right, we are back, Josh Macuga Show fans. Whew. Well, here's the thing. I promised this person that when she hit 10,000 Instagram followers, I would put her on my show. She now has 13.2 thousand Instagram followers. 13.3. Oh, good.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
She's the lady, she's my fiancé. She falls asleep looking at Instagram at night on her phone and it sometimes hits her in the face. She will be my bride eventually and the soon-to-be Mrs. Josh Macuga. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for and asking for, Amanda Gordon.
Yeah.
Look at you blushing and smiling ear to ear. I haven't seen you smile that hard, like, in my life. Like,
that's not true.
Yeah.
When you proposed,
so it took
I
me
did.
18
There was
months to
actually a
get
lot
there.
of crying involved, but yeah, you got that smile.
And we've got Mark Ellis here to, to really dig deep into the relationship that is.
Yeah, I mean,
Amanda Gordon. Josh
I brought a
Macuga.
shovel. You know, we're gonna get into some stuff. What does getting engaged do to one's Instagram following? I imagine it just skyrockets.
It's great. People love love. It's actually great. It's really boosted my following. Having this ring is
People
really.
do enjoy love. It's the picture that I first posted of us being engaged got the most likes by far of anything I've ever posted.
People like love.
They do. Oh, zing!
It's a little
heart
social media
thing.
joke for all you youngsters.
Mark
Yeah,
Ellis, Mark, leave.
true.
Just leave.
People also really love engagement photos.
Yeah, they do. Ugh, those engagement photos. They are
What is it
something.
like taking an engagement photo? Because I imagine the process, because you always see when you go to a wedding and you get like the invitation in the mail and stuff, or in Josh's case, he tweeted me that I'm invited to the wedding, is that, and you always see these like awkward pictures, like of the two of you in like a field or something.
Yep.
And
That
it's
is
always
exactly what it is. It is.
And you know the funny
we were
thing-
in a field.
The funny thing about it is when we got engaged or prior to the engagement, we would always, I was like, I do not want field engagement pictures. I don't want us like prancing through a field because we've never done that in our life.
Hey guys, I
Okay?
can't watch the game. I gotta go field prancing with the old ball and chain.
And then what's our engagement pictures? Prancing in a fucking field, Mark.
I thought he looked.
There is a
I
point.
thought-
I texted Amanda posted a picture of us holding hands walking, and I look like Radio. I look like Cuba Gooding Jr. in Radio.
That's not true.
It is brutal.
Is it like a Florence Nightingale
Yeah.
syndrome, like an Annie Sullivan situation?
Yeah,
She just
it's like-
fell in love with her student.
It was either the field, prancing in the field, or he wanted me to either hang him off a bridge, put a gun to his head,
Yeah,
or
like
put his.
those would be funny engagement pictures. Like she's got a noose and she's about to kick the stool out,
Ooh.
or like a
No,
gun to
that's
the
like
head.
funny.
And be like,
That's like funny to us, but not funny to his mother's friends in Pittsburgh. Like we can't send that.
we could have sent save the dates to like our funny friends, and then save the dates to the more conservative friends. Obviously, that didn't go over well in the pitch room, Mark.
No.
Amanda, I want to bring up the concept of a pitch room, if you will, because you knew Josh for a little bit before you guys actually started dating. So
I
what
did.
was the when did you wake up and you said, "All right, let's do this"? As far as just being a couple.
Well, it took him like 3 weeks to actually ask me on a date.
Yeah.
So
There was one night when I said, "Hey, I'm going to the Comedy Store. Do you want to meet for a cocktail?"
it was
I
like a Tuesday night.
10:40.
10 or 11 o'clock. He's like, hey, no, it was Barney's actually.
Even better.
Yeah. He said, do you want to meet me for a drink at Barney's? I don't even think I knew what Barney's was at that point, I'll be honest.
It's a beanery.
But I knew I knew that it was a bar and it was a Tuesday night. I'm like, no, it's a weeknight. I have work in the morning. I'm a responsible adult. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, you're so cool.
I think I might have
You
been
don't go
alone in
out
the kitchen
during the
doing
week.
shots out of a solo cup too. It was like, cool.
I said, if you want to take me out, ask me on a proper date. Take me to dinner.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah, and I did. And I showed up and she was dressed beautifully like this, and I had a Pittsburgh Penguins t-shirt on.
It's true. Also,
Jeans.
terry cloth shoes.
Terry cloth shoes.
They're like those slip-on Vans
Yeah, they weren't the best look.
that were towel material. They were terrible. I
Yeah.
remember actually
And I
calling
was like-
my best friend, who is the reason we met, the next day and said, Kayla, he was wearing towel shoes. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. And then I took her to a taco place, and I was already like 4 Jack and Cokes deep when I went to pick her up, and we had like it was BYOB to a taco place, and I bought a 6-pack, and Amanda's like, I don't drink beer. I was like, well, here we go. And then
I didn't say I don't drink beer. I think I just didn't feel like beer
at the moment.
Don't make me sound like a crazy person.
I've never known you to drink a beer in my life.
Well, I don't like it, but I don't ban it. I mean, I don't discriminate. I'll drink a beer. I like a good cider.
That's not a beer.
Kind of.
A cider is a conduit to a beer. It's a gateway to a beer,
cousin,
if you will.
Sure,
I'd say.
sure. And then I feel like within the next couple of weeks or months, I tried my hardest to not mess up, and then each time I did, I blacked out and messed up. Like it was like I drank 2 bottles of rosé on your front lawn and like fell asleep in a movie.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Before the falling asleep though, you were yelling in the movie like to the screen. Nobody else was that excited about that film. It was bad. He was in timeout.
I'm sensing a common theme here.
Yeah.
It almost seems like Josh, before he wanted to really date Amanda, had to break up with his best friend Jack Daniels.
Yeah, maybe.
We're still working on that.
Sounds like your priorities shift once you actually become a couple and things matriculate, and then there's a weird shift. You can't really sense it, but there's something different about the air where, oh my God, we're all of a sudden in a serious, committed relationship. Yeah. Do you wake up in cold sweats when you realize that has happened with you and that?
No, on my end, no. But I knew I really liked him when I realized he was different from everyone I'd ever dated, which is why no other relationship had worked out. So all that he is in his silliness was actually what made me fall in love with him initially, because he was just so different. So
that's the first time she said she loved me.
It was
my God.
Although he's kind of like a adult frat boy for life, I knew what I was getting myself into, so I never woke up like, what the hell? I mean, well, that's not true. I've woken up plenty of nights like with his night terrors and his drunken, like, what the hell am I doing? But
people are getting a little glimpse into the life over here in this one. Night terrors are a thing, people. It's
they sure are.
Yeah.
If he has a night terror, you just grab that EpiPen and you just stab him right in the chest with it.
You can't wake him up. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of urinating in the corners sometimes.
Man, you really glazed over that one. You would have to dive deep.
I got to tell you, Josh, I see no red flags in this relationship. You guys go, can we get a justice of the peace down here today?
Well, I think what Amanda and I mean, honestly, Mark, we've been good buddies now for 6 years.
It feels like 16, and I mean that in a good way. It really has, yeah.
There aren't many people in LA that I've met that, like we get each other. We always have a good time. You're one of my best buds in the whole world.
From that first night of the Laugh Factory, when I fell in love with you for a lot of the same reasons Amanda did.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Sailor Jerry Rum, stand-up comedy, sports. Amanda and I are excited that Mark will be one of the groomsmen at the wedding.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
Very excited too. Thank you for that smattering of cautious applause. Are you sure you want to do that?
Also may or may not MC a little bit of the wedding.
I'm in, man. I'm in.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do to facilitate your beautiful day of nuptials, I'm more than happy to do. It's an honor. I am flattered to be in the presence of one of my favorite now couples in the history of time.
Well, Mark,
Thanks,
we
Mark.
can't thank you enough for being here. Valentine's Day isn't the same without Mark Ellis in it somehow.
That's what I've told to many a lady, and a few of them have agreed. Thanks, Mom.
We are going to go to our next segment. We're going to play a little Macuga Calls The Shots.
Welcome back to the Josh Macuga Show. I'm Ken Napzok, filling in for Josh Macuga, who is on the couch, a very uncomfortable position for you.
Not a fan. This is weird over here.
It's kind of weird over there. We got Amanda, Josh.
It's
two
very
lovers.
weird.
By the way,
First time.
I'm ordained. You want to do this now? We got witnesses.
Let's
This
do
is
it.
it. Should we ask him
Can
now?
save a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask him on the show?
Can we?
Yeah. Ken, would you like to officiate our wedding?
Are you
Really?
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you like to officiate our
Can I
wedding?
roast you a little bit?
A little bit.
I accept that.
Yeah! Kenny!
Right here, heard breaking news. I've got to move before September.
We were going to take you out to dinner, but we figured let's just ask
do it live
on the
on
show.
air.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that. For you, anything? Okay. All right, so we're going to play the game Macuga Calls The Shots because on Valentine's Day, that's kind of like a unheralded blackout holiday. I know I get blacked out drunk on Valentine's Day, and I wake up in my bed upside down with my Star Wars sheets wrapped around my neck. May have been on purpose, I don't know. But here's the game. We play this a lot on the show. It's for you, Amanda. I've got 10 questions.
Okay.
True or false questions. They're about this man here, Josh, the man you claim to have fallen in love with.
Yeah,
So
it's
before
true.
me are 10 shots. Now usually at home, if you're following along, some of these are secretly water, and it's got, water. Huh. No. It's all alcohol. It's got like champagne, vodka, whiskey
Tequila,
in there. Tequila.
whiskey, yeah.
Oh my God. It's like a murderer's row of horrible things to do to your liver.
Terrible.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you, if you get it right,
Okay.
that man takes a shot.
All right.
You get it
I'm feeling
wrong,
good.
you're taking the shot.
Okay.
All right. We have 22 minutes on the board. Are you ready? You ready?
I'm
here?
ready.
Okay. First question. Josh has been arrested but never spent the night in jail. True or false?
True.
That's correct.
Boom! All right.
Choose something.
Choose a shot. Let's
Throw
see.
down
Here
your
we
man's
go.
gun.
All right.
What do we got there?
That is fucking tequila.
Oh.
Good thing I gave you that one.
Okay. Second question. Amanda, are you ready?
Yes.
Josh has been propositioned marriage before.
No, but false.
False? Pick a shot to drink. True.
A Brazilian guy I worked with in New York asked me if I would marry his wife so she would get papers to live in the United States for $20,000.
Oh, that doesn't count.
It does count.
And Josh
That
has been
counts.
kicked out of the White House staff right now. That's great.
I think I can do this one.
You think? You're going to have to. What a lady. That is great. What was that?
Champagne, but not very good champagne.
Well, we only spare the best expenses. Okay. Third question.
1 for 1.
Amanda, Josh keeps track of how many times he's blacked out drunk.
False. There is no way he could possibly keep track of that.
Not enough Excel spreadsheets in
no,
the world?
no.
You're
No.
right. Josh has to take a drink.
Oh, ready? The purple one, huh? All right, here we go.
It's not the first time Josh has said that.
Oh, God, that's vodka.
All right. Amanda, fourth question.
Okay.
Josh's favorite food is his mom's baked ziti.
Oh, this is hard. This is so hard. This is like a trick question.
It might be.
That's not fair.
My mom is going to be pissed if
She
you
could
answer
be
this
watching.
right or wrong.
I
She
know.
probably will watch. Yeah.
Yes.
John Macuga
gonna
watches.
need a
I'm gonna say this is so hard. You love everything your mom makes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say true because really it's a trick question. It is true.
You're right. It was a trick question. Take a drink. False.
False. We're going with
What
my
is
own
it?
pasta carbonara.
No, you can't do that.
I'm a vain
That was
human
my
being.
that was
This
my
is
other.
Macuga calls the shots. He makes up the answers.
Yeah.
You know what? Happy wife, happy life. You take this one.
Oh, crap.
Well, that's wow. I mean,
Well,
I guess
listen,
you have
listen,
to.
Ken, at the end of the day, I still want
Compromise.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's compromise. Yeah.
What was that, Ajax?
It was.
Oh, God. It's
Yeah.
not
Window
vodka.
cleaner?
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
That's why I sniffed it first.
Cut. We're going to have to cut. I'm kidding. It's fine. Let's go.
Keep it going. Keep it going. But do call emergency medical service.
You guys are gonna see what I live with in a second.
Yeah.
Give him a couple more
Night
shots.
terror is coming in hot.
Honey, honey, we've been to the
Yeah,
comedy
you've
store
seen it
patio.
all.
We
Actually,
know.
you've probably seen it more than I have.
Yeah. Next question. He never wants to move out of this apartment.
True or false?
True.
That is correct.
True.
Pick a
I
drink. for
never want to move out of this apartment. True.
I know.
Yeah.
No, that's the answer.
Yeah.
I'm in charge here, so
Oh,
that's
sorry.
the answer. Drink up, Josh.
Shoo.
Josh.
Yikes. Let's come on, champagne.
It looks bubbles.
Ooh, that's champagne. That's like water. It's fine.
Good break.
Kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Josh has never paid for a lap dance in a strip club.
True or false?
I mean, this isn't really something we talk about a lot, so I'm gonna say
learning.
you probably haven't. I feel like I've definitely. Well, I shouldn't say this.
Well, we know you
I
have.
feel like our friends have paid for you to get one, and I don't think. Maybe your buddies have. I don't think you would have paid out of your own money.
That's correct. I'm too cheap to pay for a lap dance.
That's true.
Only
Oh,
friends have
God.
paid. Amanda Gordon knows me way better than I thought she would. I'm getting hammered.
What's the legal limit in California on shots in one night? Is there? Okay. Amanda, I'm going to ask you this question
Champagne.
here
Yeah, then you should
now.
slow down. Oh.
It's
From the
fine.
mind of Josh Macuga, has he never broken any bones? Never suffered a broken bone? True or false?
I don't think he has. I mean, you've been injured a lot. I don't think he's broken.
We're not talking emotions.
I'm gonna say. So wait.
True or
Say it
false?
again.
He wrote these in his voice.
My bad on that one, guys.
So
My
I'll do
bad.
this. True or false? I've never broken any bones.
That's a pretty good Macuga.
I'm gonna say that he has never broken any bones.
That's true.
True.
Macuga has to drink again.
I mean, I've sort of broken a finger or a
Just
a
take,
toe.
I was gonna take
just
that
take
for
the
you,
drink there,
but-
Coach. All right, Amanda.
Oh fuck.
Josh wants to retire in Los Angeles.
This is hard.
Pittsburgh
Is
boy.
this even a question?
Yeah, true or
This
false?
Is ridiculous.
No, it is. It's I read it right.
I'm gonna say retire like when he stops working completely. I would say false. He does not want to retire in Los Angeles. Like
Amanda,
he doesn't want to live here forever.
I have got good news for you. You have 3 shots to choose to drink. Choose the best one.
Where
You
else can
wanna
I?
retire here?
Well, where else can I
Okay.
go to Barney's Beanery?
Like in this apartment?
Can
No,
I
like retire in Los
a
Angeles.
licensed marriage counselor in the room?
Oh God, I have no good options in my white dress.
Well, that's, that's the way. What was that? Purple?
Oh, is that purple?
Okay. You made the dog sneeze.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, 2 questions, 2 drinks. Amanda, can you pull it out? For the first 3 hours he met you, he thought your name was Anna.
Well, you never told me that, but I would sort of believe that.
I'm gonna need a true or
No,
false.
I think that's false.
False? Look at that face. Do you
Did
think
you
that
really
guy-
think my name was Anna?
Think about that. Amanda, don't worry, it was
You've
false.
never
it was
told me
false.
this.
It was false.
Yeah, I knew it was
He loves
Amanda.
you. Take a drink, Josh.
You got it wrong.
Final question. All right.
Farts.
Final question.
Ooh.
Could you
I think the champagne ones are gone.
Josh, could you look at me?
Sorry.
You look like you went down on Smurfette. This is not a good thing going over there.
Oh, your teeth are really blue.
I'm assuming that's the
Are
end
you
result.
feeling warm?
Okay.
I smell it.
Yeah, well, you should.
All right. Final
Well, we're
question.
gonna have a night of
Amanda,
night
I have
terrors.
this shot waiting for one of you here. No matter where you guys live, Josh will always shoot this show in your living room.
I'm gonna say false. False.
That's true, baby. That's true.
That's true. Spin the wheel, make the deal.
When we're married, I call the shots, which means I get to decide who takes the shot, and that's gonna be you.
Oh, well, cheers to the next 40 years of our living room being a talk show. Y'all are welcome. Paul and I are going to retire in L.A., doing a talk show, drinking at Barney's Beanery. Paul, love you, buddy. Love you, Amanda.
can't wait.
Love you, Kenny.
Oh.
Kenny, can't wait for you to officiate our wedding.
I can't wait. I hope we get to
So
do this.
excited.
Mark, can't wait to be there. All you guys.
Amazing, amazing. Amanda, do you feel like you know this man even more?
I feel like I know him pretty well. I didn't know that we were going to be shooting this in here for the rest of our lives. So I learned that.
Be honest with me.
Otherwise,
If you weren't tied to that couch with a mic, would you get up and leave?
depends on the night. Sometimes.
I think that's love. That's love here on the Josh Macuga Show. I'm Ken Napzok, in for Josh Macuga, who will be out for the next month.
All right, Josh Macuga fans. It's the show. We're back.
Oh, no.
Special thanks to Mark Ellis, Ken Napzok. Mark Ellis, my groomsman. Ken Napzok, our soon-to-be officiant of our wedding. And a really special thanks for Amanda Gordon to actually staying with me forever. That's a rough call on your part. You really signed up for something special.
I did.
Because you never even told me this. The first time we met at the engagement party for our good friends, it was a kickball game outside. I had just gotten the worst haircut in the history of the world. I looked like Jake Gyllenhaal in Jarhead. It wasn't the best. What was your original thoughts about me? And then 3 weeks later, when I finally met up with you for drinks, and then like 4 weeks later, when we finally went on a date, what were your like original thoughts about me, looks-wise? Not personality. Everybody knows that's how I'm good. I want to talk about looks. Obviously,
Wow.
everybody knows that my personality is what sells me, because I'm hideous. But
Oh, you're not. You're so cute.
what was like your initial thoughts? Like, oh, he seems
Okay,
like a nice guy.
if I'm being honest, my first impression of you was that you were nice. I wasn't thinking like, oh, he's hot. I'm gonna take him home. It's an afternoon kickball game. Like, but you were very nice. I didn't think you were flirting with me. I didn't really think anything. I
You
wasn't
didn't
like,
think I was
ooh, I
flirting
want
with you?
No, you weren't really.
Real quick story. Amanda, our buddy, and whose engagement party wanted to have a bachelor party in Arizona. He was like, "Oh, Amanda has been to Scottsdale. She knows a good place to have like a club and whatever. You should get her number." And I was like, "Yeah, all right."
That is not how it happened.
Yeah.
But I love you anyway.
And I got and you gave me your number, and then immediately started texting.
Yes,
me.
I said, oh, you guys are going to Scottsdale. I know of a great lunch spot. Like a bunch of guys at a bachelor party care about a lunch spot. But for some reason, I thought you would. And then you said, well, let me get your number. I'll text you mine.
Score.
And when you think of the name of it, then let me know. So you text me right away, like Josh or whatever. So I had your number. To this day, I still have, he's never asked me about the name of the restaurant.
Never. I don't know any place in Scottsdale that she's ever.
I can't even think of it. I still don't remember it.
Yeah.
And then but I thought you were very nice. I did not think you were hitting on me at all. I just thought you wanted the name of a restaurant for like, boys brunch for bachelor party.
Boys brunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because that's what guys do on bachelor parties.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a boys brunch.
And then you text me that night, and I happened to be at dinner with the bride and groom of the engagement party we went to, who are our best friends. And you text me, and I said, oh, your friend, like, why are you texting me? I told you I'd text you with the name of the restaurant. So you text me and something funny, and I was at dinner, and I said, oh, your friend Josh from today is texting me. And they both said, oh, no, you don't have to date him. Like, don't feel like you have to date him.
That's
and I'm
when
like,
you know
well,
your friends think differently of you than you think they do. Which is fine.
But I said, nobody's talking about dating. They said, oh, we don't mean anything bad. Like, we love Josh, but like, he's him and you're you and you're like a functioning adult. And he's like, kind of like just a bar guy, like, And I was like, okay, well, we're not dating again.
Kind of a bar guy? I don't even know if that's like, do I even put that on a resume?
Well,
What the fuck is that?
I didn't go out a lot. I'm a functioning adult.
Yeah.
So and I just said, we're not talking about dating. He just wants some recommendations, whatever. And then 3 weeks later, I said, I'm still talking to your friend.
Yeah.
And Kayla's like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
I guess this might work out.
And here he goes.
And
then
here
he
we are.
proposed. Let me ask you a question. Was there ever a point in a relationship that you wished I had proposed earlier, or that I didn't propose at all?
I never had a moment of feeling like I didn't want you to propose ever. Obviously, I did. It honestly happened in perfect timing. We talked about it so much that, like, when you actually asked me and I forgot to say yes, you were like, well, is that a yes? Like, as if we hadn't talked about it so much that I'd actually say no.
Yeah.
But because you would, like, tease me and taunt me about it a little bit, like, so when do you think I'm going to propose? Because it's definitely not this year. But, like, tell me when you think it is. I'm like, I don't know.
I was trying to throw you off the scent.
Yeah, it was a little
Just like a
too
surprise
far.
birthday gift.
Yeah, a little too far.
Yeah.
So no, it happened in perfect timing.
Okay.
You teased me a little bit, but.
Yeah, well, you got angry at me the week before I proposed, and I knew I'd done my job because I watched a football game, and then you picked me up in the middle of the road, and I was walking down the street with a drink in my hand. And you were like, you can't walk down the street with the drink. And I was like, cool, whap. And you're like, get in the car before we get arrested.
Penn State game.
Yeah.
I remember these things.
Yeah?
I do. I remember.
Well, besides the obvious things, what would you like to see our life look like 10 years from now?
Like this. Like, I mean, maybe not like this. But like, you and me having fun. I don't see it any different. Maybe living in a different place. With a new couch.
New couch.
That's how I see us. New couch, maybe something white.
Still a living room talk show, guys. Still a living room talk show. Ken, Mark, Christine, Paul, Copster, all here. It's the best. Well, I've said this to a lot of people on this and been like, friendship, I love you, you're great, but I love you.
I love you.
And that's why I put a ring on your finger that costs more money than I have. And I was happy to do it.
That's why we still have a living room talk show.
Correct. It was people that know me so well, Paul especially, who's also going to be in the wedding, who a lot of people don't even know. I mean, they've seen you on certain things, but they don't know exactly what you look like. Paul will also be a groomsman, obviously.
Paul's so cute.
Paul, hey! Go in there, go in there.
Yeah.
You're going to have to cut that. Everybody that knows us and knows me knows that I'm a very, very lucky person to have you. And before I start crying like I'm watching a SportsCenter commercial, let's go
emotional.
Let's go into the deep end. Let's spin that wheel. Come on, most memorable sex. Let's fucking
no.
Let's do it. Yes. Yeah! Holy shit! It worked! Oh my God! Paul, did you fix that? We don't know how to fix it. We have no idea how the internet works or this thing works.
So not fair.
Yes.
I would say that I would pass it, except I will get in trouble if I say pass. So I'm just going to answer it.
Holy shit, it worked. Woo! It doesn't have to be with me. It doesn't have to be with me. If it's not me, it's
I'm going to
fine.
say my most memorable sex. I don't want to say this. Your parents are going to watch this. Would be after you told me you loved me.
I don't remember that one.
Mainly because, well,
I'm kidding.
No, you don't remember that because you were drunk. We were at Kaylin Tanner's parents' house, and you told me you loved me.
Oh, yeah, I did. Well, I told you that I loved you the night before.
Yeah,
and
but
you
then
told
I
me
just
you hated
said,
my shirt, and
I just was like, you're so cute. So awkward.
Brutal.
Do I say it back?
If you tell a girl you love her and she says you're cute, you should probably run for the hills. I was like, why don't you stick around and we'll get pretty engaged.
Hey, I'm still here. I'd say that would be most memorable sex because there was like a shift. I felt like we had like this understanding and connection that we both felt the same way. And so it was different. Like the sex wasn't just sex. It was like emotional.
All right, we're doing 3 for the road. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, Paul, hit the clock. Would you rather Taylor Swift or Adele write you a breakup song?
Adele.
Have you ever won concert tickets on the radio?
No.
Pay for cable or a cord cutter?
Pay.
I pay for it, so you're welcome.
Yeah, you do pay.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is your road rage?
6.
And how bad is mine?
12.
Yeah. Most money you've ever spent on a bar tab?
Like $250, maybe. Like a bachelorette party, bought everybody drinks. That was stupid.
Did OJ do it?
Yes.
Do you belong to any clubs?
Like currently, right now?
Yeah. No. 6 years ago. Yeah.
Well, I've been in clubs in like a high school.
All right. Here we go. Tom Selleck or Burt Reynolds?
Oh, Tom Selleck. Oh, my first
Biggest
man
celebrity crush.
Tom Selleck.
Do you still call shotgun?
No.
Yeah. Queso dip or guacamole?
Ooh, that's so hard. I'm right in between. I'm going to go guacamole, but queso dip all the time.
Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Favorite Olympic sport to watch?
Swimming.
Yeah, she hated watching Olympics.
I feel like I have to say
Soap
that.
or body wash?
Both.
Who was the greatest U.S. president?
Barack Obama.
Here's a trick question. Do you make your bed every day?
Ooh, that is a trick question because you make our bed every day.
You ever said the wrong name in bed?
No.
De Niro or Pacino?
De Niro.
Fish or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken or steak?
Steak?
Deodorant or perspirant?
Both? I don't know. I don't even know what I wear. I wear something.
Deodorant and a perspirant. You ever painted a picture?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Bourbon or scotch?
Bourbon.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Mozzarella sticks or jalapeno poppers?
Jalapeno poppers.
Radio or do you listen to your own music? Radio or music?
Both.
Delivery or DiGiorno?
Delivery.
Do you take vitamins every day?
Yes. Gummies.
Tap water or bottled water?
Bottled.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
M&M's or Reese's Pieces?
Reese's.
Metallica or Guns N' Roses?
Guns N' Roses.
You ever been fired from a job?
No.
Laptop or desktop?
Laptop. Well,
50
both.
seconds. Flip cup or beer pong?
Beer pong. Ugh, flip it. I don't know. I'm good at both.
Do you like what penises look like?
Yours?
Good answer. Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme?
Ooh, neither.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh, that's so hard. Michael Jackson.
Are you worried about climate change?
Yes.
Are you good in bed?
I think so.
Yeah, you are. Who was the best Batman? 20 seconds.
I don't even know them all. Michael Keaton?
Yeah, he's from Pittsburgh! Woo! What's in the box?
A treasure? What's that question? Is that like from a movie? Yeah. What movie is that from?
7. Oh, wait, let's put on like 2. Can you put 2 minutes on there? No, we're done. Wait, let me ask like a couple quick ones here. If you owned a bar, what would you call it?
Can it be a ramen bar? Everyone loves ramen?
Yeah, everybody loves ramen.
Oh,
yes.
everybody
song
loves
you
ramen.
always play first on the jukebox.
Something Journey.
How often do you call
In
your
honor
parents?
of you.
Yeah, thanks.
Every day.
If you had a band, what would you call it?
I'm terrible. I'm not a talented musician, so I wouldn't have a band.
This is such a girl answer.
I'm a realist.
I don't know. I don't like to play instruments.
It'd be something
Amanda
like
and the
Dance
Panda Bears.
Fever.
I don't
It'd be
know.
like Dance Fever or something.
Are
like
DJs,
I just dance.
Are DJs people that are good at iTunes?
Yes.
What was your AOL screen name? This was the last one.
Oh God, I don't even remember, but it definitely had Blondie in it. It was like
You know it.
I
Say
don't.
it.
I think it was like Blondie 5524.
Yes! Amanda Gordon, the soon-to-be Amanda Macuga.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Josh Macuga Show. We release episodes every other Wednesday, so subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to Facebook, I'm also there. Support our Patreon campaign. If you're watching The Josh Macuga Show, you're doing something right. And that something right is giving random people hugs when they don't want them.